Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome members of the Los Angeles Police Emerald Society and the Los Angeles County Firefighters Emerald Society. Each band consists of members of the law enforcement and firefighters, as well as select number of non-sworn personnel. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to center field as we welcome over 50 first responders here today to proudly present first responders across the country. Please welcome members of the Los Angeles Police Department, the Los Angeles Fire Department, the Los Angeles County Fire Department, and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Joining them are Assistant Chief Michael Moore, LAPD, Deputy Chief Michael Metro Los Angeles County Fire, Chief Brian Cummings, LA Fire Department, Assistant Chief Cecil Rambo, and Chief of Homeland Security Division Ted Sexton, Sheriff's Department. Also entering at center field are first responders, including New York Fire Department personnel and members from Los Angeles Fire Department's Urban Search and Rescue, who were deployed to New York to lend support back in 2001. Joining them are members of the Los Angeles Police Department, Los Angeles County Fire Department, and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. These first responders are carrying in the national 9/11 flag, flown here from New York courtesy of Guggenheim Partners and on loan from the New York and Says Thank You Foundation.
We are so proud to have the national 9/11 flag here with us tonight. What an honor. This piece of history arrived in Los Angeles yesterday and made a surprise trip to Fire Station 88.
This whole thing is inspired volunteerism, and 9/11 is a day of service, is a day of reflection, is a day of giving back, helping, doing something nice for somebody, on that day. Because it's a very somber day. We never want to forget the people who just went to work that day. They were just doing their jobs, American citizens going to work, and then, the most tragic day in history. And so thankful for the rest of the country being there for us to help us, when we needed it on our darkest day,
There is no doubt that the attacks on September 11, 2001 left an everlasting impact on Americans across the country. With thousands of lives lost and millions affected by this tragedy, the nation had no choice but to unite and raise the spirit of patriotism to heights it had never reached before. Firefighters and police officers from all over the country were deployed to Ground Zero. Here in California, members of Fire Station 88 were a part of the first response team.
How soon after 9/11 did you get deployed?
I was working at the station, and they actually woke me up, and they said, hey, there's a plane has gone into the Trade Center. But first we thought maybe it was an accident of some kind, although I can imagine how you couldn't see a building. But when the second one went in, our rotation, there's a national rotation for the FEMA USAR task forces, and we were up number one.
Actually sitting in a military aircraft, going down the runway and taking off, I mean, this is really going to happen. We're doing this. And of course, in the back of your mind, not only you're dealing with the present, but you're anticipating where you're going to be in 6 hours.
As one would expect, seeing Ground Zero in person for the first time left images that no one could ever forget.
Can you describe what New York was like when you got there?
It looked like Armageddon. I knew that's what the end of the world was going to look like. I don't know the exact number, but over 3,000 people perished from that. That's something you don't forget.
Hundreds of people and volunteers banded together to help find survivors. It was during this process that a flag was discovered.
Well, the flag was the largest American flag flying in New York City that day. It was hanging on a construction site across from the South Tower on 90 West Street. And when the South Tower came down, the flag was left tattered and torn. And then the flag was just placed in a construction locker and kind of almost forgotten about. And they were going to ceremoniously retire the flag. But instead, these little old ladies wanted to preserve it.
In some form or another, over 300 million Americans have had contact with the national 9/11 flag. From school children to wounded warriors, veterans to local heroes, each one of them have added a stitch to the flag. And its journey has continued onto Fire Station 88 in Sherman Oaks, California. Several members from the Los Angeles City Fire Department took part in an informal stitching ceremony. On the national 9/11 flag, every state is represented, so these firefighters got the opportunity, the special honor of stitching on the state of California.
That was a tremendous experience. The history with the flag and all those people that have sewn into it, and where the flags came from the Lincoln flag, is an honor. I felt honored to be able to do it.
The final place for the flag is the Ground Zero Memorial at the Trade Center. When it's finally finished, the flag will be placed in a permanent memorial displayed for everyone to come and see.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles Dodgers sent an American flag on a journey to Kandahar, Afghanistan in August to be flown over a Kandahar airfield. Please turn your attention to Dodger Vision as we show footage of the 4th Infantry Division raising the American flag over Kandahar airfield. The flag was flown home and is now here. Please give a warm welcome to members of the 160th Infantry California National Guard of Inglewood, who are raising the flag from Afghanistan here on the top deck at Dodger Stadium. Thank you to the 4th Infantry Division and the 160th Infantry Regiment for your participation in today's tribute. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back the members of the Los Angeles Police Emerald Society and the Los Angeles County Firefighters Emerald Society. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise and remove your caps as we ask you to join Major League Baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers, and the Arizona Diamondbacks as we remember those who lost their lives or loved ones September 11th, 2001. We pay tribute to them